bunch certainly fall into that. But certainly they meant business and did the business while they were away. We'll explain to you now, because they've proved that they are certainly the force to be reckoned with after they returned from the European Boxing Championships with 5 gold, 3 silver and 7 bronze medals.
Following in the footsteps of the Olympic champion Katie Taylor, we're now joined with 4 of the European gold medalists and their coach Gerry. A very warm welcome to you all, guys. And Gerry, what a haul that is. I mean, is that the most success we have had over there with the girls?
Well, actually, with the squad we had, they came out top nation in Europe. So it was a great contribute from them, and to me it's a great success for their clubs, especially their club coaches. It's them that produced the gold medal winners, not us that's out there. We're out there to give them a hand and work on tactics and things like that, you know, along them. But you cannot forget the club coaches. Without them, this wouldn't have happened.
Wouldn't have happened. And it's great to see so many female Irish boxers now. Yeah. When did all this... I mean, I know since Katie Taylor there's been a huge interest, but has this been growing over, you know, for a long time?
This has been growing, and really we started preparing this squad would be after the Beijing Olympics. You know, we were getting ready for that, and the championships this year, I think the count would be around about 600 girls entered into the championships.
Wow. Okay.
And tremendous lot of work for them, and plus the officials and the Central Council, and again all the workers that have down there at the championships.
Well, I would imagine that there were a fair amount of boxing coaches who were a bit reluctant to get involved. They probably thought that maybe the sport was a bit too rough for women. Well,
really it wasn't a matter of it being a bit too rough. I think each and every one of them's playing a great debt to society. Years ago, it was the boys we were interested in who had to look after themselves when they went out at night, went out in the evenings. You had to learn them with the bullying that was going on. But society has made a complete turnaround there. And the young girls now, it's going out. It's up to their parents, I think, to guarantee they learn how to defend themselves. Society has changed that much. They have to be prepared to look after themselves. And the bullying that would go on in schools, and is that what's happening?
Okay.
These guys they're the best that's out there now.
No, and I suppose Katie Taylor has helped the sport know
absolutely,
as well, really, hasn't
absolutely.
She?
Big plus. Katie, and you know, she's great personality and all. She's a great godsend for the sport, for any sport.
I can only imagine, because Katie was part of the team.
Yeah,
out in Hungary. She got boxer of the tournament as well.
Absolutely.
So for the team to be touring and at a tournament with Katie,
yeah,
big plus for them too. Great experience for them.
Big plus for Katie, a big plus for them. And it's all in the one team.
Yeah.
And they all come back with us. Katie's part of the team.
Of course.
You know.
Of course. There was a problem with funding though, and that must be very frustrating for you.
Well, it's frustrating when you're working with a bunch, and you know, our own association would be working with the 3 Olympic weights, and really not the association, but maybe we don't go too much into that end of it. But what we were left with was 3. We had to get the rest of them out there. The other, what we're talking about, 28 to 30, all in all, you know. So then again, it's a big thank you, because everybody was into that. Their families were into it, you know, and they were working. These guys, they were selling their ballot tickets and stuff like that. Every little helped at that stage.
Well, we're glad.
And absolutely.
Everybody got on the plane, because we've had this wonderful haul of medals and cups.
And the medals around your necks as well. Amy, we'll start with you. Congratulations. Is that a gold medal that you're wearing there?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're from Dundalk, and you've been boxing for how long?
Well, when I was about 5 or 6, my dad used to take the mirror off the wall, and he'd practice our footwork around the mat in the sitting room. But my brothers joined boxing then, and I didn't, and I think partly was I was getting bored in the evenings, and the lights would go off in the street, and I'd be bored at night, so I decided one evening to go down with him, and it all started from there. He started putting a lot of time into me and my brothers.
Okay, well, your brothers have done well too.
Yeah.
I think we got a shot of your brother Paul with one of his many medals. And
oh, Stephen.
Oh, that's Stephen,
yeah.
is it?
Yeah, Stephen's 9 times Irish champion, and
wow.
He got a bronze medal in the Europeans there 3 years ago for Ireland.
And your dad is your coach as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how does that work? When do you get any time off?
I've 2 weeks off now, and then I'll start preparing for World Championships in Russia in September.
All right.
But I think I'd rather my dad coach me of all, because I get more done, I get more help.
Okay.
And he has the keys to the club as well, so I'll go down whenever I want.
Jackie, you had to convince your dad and your uncle to let you fight.
Yeah.
And were they reluctant?
Yeah.
To let you do it?
Yeah.
This was you and your sister. And this was where? Where's home?
Mayo, Balmullet and Mayo.
Okay, okay. And eventually they allowed you to do it. How do they feel now that you come back with the gold medal?
Great.
Yeah?
They're glad they let me.
Okay. How long have you been fighting?
5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've seen the difference in the last few years with the amount of people competing, because Amy was saying before we came to air that it went from 3-4 years ago to a countless amount of girls now competing. So you've seen the increase as well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's been quite a journey for you. We've got 2 more medal winners in the back there, Gerry. Christine is one of them.
Christine and Grania, they terrific performance, well, them and the rest of them. But what I'd like to say too was the rest of the team that went out, there could have been a bigger medal collection, gold medals, because the ones that went out to the champions, and some of them were disputed decisions. You know, it could have been a bigger haul again, because there was some great performances by the other girls that unfortunately they can't be here, but although they didn't get medals, they put up some performance. Some of the best performances at the championships.
Did we have more people going out than others? Like, how do we compare in Ireland, you know, with the amount of boxes we're sending out or developing compared to other countries?
Oh, in Europe, they all have full teams.
Really?
England, Turkey, you name it, you name the countries, Italy, they were all out there and they were all doing their best, you know.
So you're going to take a short break now, girls, and then it's back to work again, Amy, for the World Championships in Russia. So do you get your holiday now, Gerry? No,
well, they have a big holiday because they start back on Saturday.
All that time.
Yeah, all
they
that
won't
time.
know what to do with themselves.
Don't want to spoil them, you know.
Well, look, we look forward to the World Championships in Russia. It is tremendous that you've done so well at the European Championships. Just disappointing that you didn't get the media coverage that you certainly deserved.
Absolutely. So slowly but surely things is changing. And as I said, these kids, these guys, they're only starting. They are only starting. They are a big force, and they're going to get bigger.
So we have a few more Katie Taylors possibly on the couch here this morning. Well, listen, we're delighted to have you. We're delighted to give you the coverage and the publicity because you deserve it. Well done, and all the goals, silver, bronze, whatever you got over there. And many thanks for coming on this morning.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now, still to come, the funniest